cancel culture. We are cancel culture. Ahoy there, it's us. We are cancel culture. We are stuck where we are, with no life and no car. Cancel culture. We are cancel culture. I'm Lev, and I just want to know, what is cancel culture? And I quote from Wikipedia itself: cancel culture or call-out culture is a modern form of ostracism in which someone is thrust out of social or professional circles, whether it be online, on social media, or in person. Those subject to this ostracism are said to have been canceled. Now, what is ostracism? And I quote from the dictionary itself: exclusion from a society or group. And in ancient Greece, apparently it was, and I quote, temporary banishment from a city by popular vote. I don't know if that's true, but if it's not, don't flame me, ancient Grecians or whatever. Modern day cancel culture is basically when someone does a bad thing and the internet tells them to get off their platform or take some time to reflect on what they did, then apologize. Although in most cases it just turns out to be someone doing something bad and then getting flamed on. If cancel culture was better, I feel like the world would be a better place. Lots of people like to say they aren't quote-unquote canceling content creators, only trying to educate. And I fully believe that everyone should be educated. The only problem is that many people come at others full-fledged and just want the person out. Like completely ruined platform, no money, off the face of the earth, just completely gone. And then that's where things just, start to get a little crazy. Educating people, criticizing them, and giving them time to reflect and get better is healthy. It's just a normal thing when we're young. If we do something bad, our parents tell us, no, don't do that. And we say, okay, I won't do that. And then we learn. And when, as we get older, we don't do that. That's exactly what should happen with content creators, because they're human too. If they do something bad, we say, hey, don't do that. And they say, oh, okay, I won't do that. And then they look up what they did and be like, oh, I see why I shouldn't do that. And then everybody moves on with their lives. Win-win situation. But instead, what we get is bullies tweeting at the content creators, doxing them, leaking personal information about their lives, like addresses, family members, just completely violating their whole entire life and just harassing people. And that is unhealthy. That's not what we should do, because bullying doesn't always work. There's so much to say and I just have no words. But can't find the words. Leaking somebody's info, finding out where they live and just threatening them is just next level. Because how are you going to be, okay, say that some person does something bad, yeah, that's bad, but leaking their information is like a crime or something. Like, I'm sure, like, you can't say, oh no, saying this is bad, let me go they go find their grandma's information and then show it with a whole bunch of people, because everybody on the internet is crazy. Some people think, oh, if I dog someone, it doesn't really matter. I'm not doing anything. But if you're putting that information out there, there's someone on the internet, I guarantee, that are seriously considering actually going through with that information. Like, you may dog someone and be like, well, I'm not going to go find them. Yeah, well, it's the internet. Somebody will. And that's just... This was a tangent. Let me get back on to the point. Where our society lives at now, where our cancel culture lays at now is attacking people, deplatforming them, and then moving on to the next victim. It's such a toxic hive mind that really is just not helping anybody. In a sense, modern day cancel culture is really just bullying people off the internet. Now, don't get me wrong, some people have done horrendous things and deserve to be, taken off the internet for, their sake and everybody else's, but that's not the case most times. If someone says a bad or harmful thing, I feel like they should be educated, talked to about why they did the thing and why it isn't a good thing, and then given time to process the information, apologize, and come back up from it. Just like I was saying earlier with parents. If you have a child that's doing something bad, you say, don't do that so they don't do it again. It's just common sense. It's how we learn. That's exactly the way people should go with quote-unquote cancel culture. The title of this video is probably something like, Can Cancel Culture Be Good? And I full-heartedly stand by it and say that no, cancel culture cannot be good. Like, if we're talking about somebody who's done something serious, like not somebody who just said an offensive joke, just someone that has generally done a bad thing, if they get canceled, you might think that's a good thing, until it comes out that this person has hurt themselves and or others, or just done something even worse because of being canceled. Because whether or not you believe it, I feel like as a human race, we crave validation. We crave, people telling us we're doing a good time, good time. People telling us we're doing a good thing. Everybody likes to have a spotlight on them. Well, not everybody, but everybody just wants, I don't know. Cancel culture just does not bring out anything good. But if you do remember an instance where someone has gotten canceled and ended up generally fine, please drop a link in a comment or just tell me about it so I can re-educate myself after saying, oh no, cancel culture is never good. Because it was a pretty, blank and right there statement. Like, I said what I said, but if, I'm wrong, tell me. I just can't generally think of a time when cancel culture has actually worked. I do feel like learning helps, though. It won't always be the case. If someone is blatantly homophobic, racist, obvious, or whatever, if they genuinely believe that narrative, no amount of education is going to change that mindset. Like, if somebody's just like, oh, I really hate this group of people, and you say, no, you shouldn't do that, and they just say, I really hate this group of people, educating them is not going to do anything. That's just going to waste everybody's breath and time. But those cases never really pop up. Most of the time, it's just someone making a mistake and saying something they shouldn't have said, and then everybody just, oh, let's burn them at the stake, let's burn them at the stake. And canceling them is just literally just putting an innocent person out of a livelihood or job for something they really might not have known about, And it hurts to think about that, because that person could have genuinely been a good person, and they could have just said one joke or saying, and that could have just messed up everything about their lives. And it's just so bad, so bad, so bad. But again, it's completely different if the person is just blatantly against whatever they're talking about, or they have been educated a number of times and just do not care. Like, if you constantly been like, hey, bad thing, and they just like, oh, well, yeah, no, then it gets so hard, because what are we supposed to do with that person? Like, canceling someone is harmful. I've said that, and I will continue to say that. It's just pushing a narrative that swarm attacking someone is okay. But if somebody is honestly, truly problematic, and they just don't care, and we tell them don't do it, and they just like, this sign can't stop me because I can't read, and they just keep doing it. I don't know what we should do, because at that point, this person is just ignorant, and ignorant people do not learn, because if they did learn, they wouldn't be ignorant. So, what are we supposed to do with them? And, you might just be like, oh, well, we can just stop consuming their content, unfollow them from everywhere, and just ignore them. But at the same time, that's basically like canceling them just without canceling them. It's like, that doesn't make sense, but it's like a silent canceling somebody. Like, I'm going to put it in perspective for somebody who doesn't understand what I'm saying, because I low-key don't understand what I'm saying. I just say things and just like, yep, that makes sense. Sorry about that. But the silent canceling thing I was saying is would you rather all your friends start attacking you verbally and bullying you and just full on ragging on you till you quit your job or school and move away? Or would you rather all your friends just delete your number, block you on everything, refuse to associate with you, and just pretend you don't exist? I feel like that's essentially what canceling someone and cutting sides with someone would feel like. Like if you're a big content creator, like 3 million subscribers, and all of a sudden they just all go down to you have like 1,000 or you have none or something like that. I feel like that would be damaging to your mindset, and it would, I don't know, maybe it would be even worse than if someone is attacking you, because if someone's attacking you, you can be like, oh, that's what I did. Like, dang, they're attacking me. That sucks. They're canceling me. That sucks. But, maybe I can just move on with my life and, because a lot of people get canceled and they just be like, oops, low, haha, and move back on the internet or use that canceling for money. Like, they make really long and really boring apologies and then they use that for money. I'm not going to name any names. Anyways, but they do stuff like that. But I feel like everybody just dropping you out of nowhere would possibly be even worse than getting, canceled, because you're just like, dang, where did everybody go? Like, yesterday I had 5 million subscribers and now I'm sitting at like 1,000. And so I just feel like silent canceling and just blocking people would just be like, I feel like either ways that would just really mess somebody up in the head. So it's just hard because there's not much you can do about problematic people without making the problem more problematic, It's just so bad, But I'm just a firm belief in education over canceling. And if this person doesn't want to be educated and just wants to be more problematic, that's kind of tough. I think I would take silent canceling over nothing because, if you just keep supporting them and just keep letting them have these subscribers and stuff, it's just going to get to their head like, ooh, I'm invincible. Nothing's going to happen to me if I do bad stuff. So either way, I would, unsubscribe from somebody and, stop consuming their content over, flaming them. But I just feel like both of those options are just so bad, and the education is just kind of sitting there in the middle, very new, like a neutrality thing, but it's just very neutral. Like on one side you have canceling someone, flaming them, attacking them, messing up their mental health, and on the other side you have silently moving away from people, blocking them, making their numbers go down quietly, also attacking their mental health. And then neutrality, you just have, telling people they can't do this, they can't do that, and just, giving them time to be better and better themselves. But at the end of the day, even if you do go the education route, there's always going to be somebody that makes these long Twitter threads talking about cancel them, get them out, and won't educate anybody. And it's just so frustrating because when it comes to the internet, there's literally no way to resolve anything. I guess that's how it is when it comes to the real world, because not everybody's gonna 100% like you, and you do one thing and then that person just doesn't like you forever and forever. Amen. Not amen. But that's just how it is, and this world is so frustrating because I like everybody to 100% like me. Not 100%, but I like to be liked, because when you're liked, that's good, that's fun, that's cool, It's affecting me in my heart, and I'm happy. And then when somebody just go out their way and be like, hey, I don't like Lev, and I'm just like, you want a cookie? You want me, I don't know, you want me to shine your shoes? Like, how can I help you? How can I change that perspective? But there's just, and I, as well as everybody else, just got to learn that there's always going to be somebody that doesn't like you. I don't know why this is turning into a TED Talk. This wasn't what this was supposed to be. But everybody's not going to like you. When that person don't like you over there, forget them. Don't like them back, because they're a troll, they ugly, terrible personality. You got to hype yourself up a little bit. You got this, okay? I don't know why this is going the way it was. This was a podcast about cancel culture, and now I'm telling you to stunt on your haters. And on a different note, though, if you want to say anything about this topic, anything about cancel culture, anything I missed, anything that, you didn't like about what I was saying, or even anything that you did like about what I was saying, if there's any points that you want to make, please tweet at me. I go by the name at Levsila's Lev on Twitter and Discord. My DMs are always open, so if you ever want to talk about, cancel culture or any podcast I make in the future or in the past, you could just go below in the description and click on the link. I'm there. But I'm also on TikTok and Instagram, but I do not post on there ever. I don't. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram, but I don't post on there because I don't like Instagram, and I don't know what to post on TikTok. Like, what do people post on TikTok? But yeah, I really like to hear you guys' opinions on this, and it would even be cool to make a video with some of your opinions. Get a video with people who really like cancel culture and people who don't like cancel culture. And we can just find a common middle ground and find reasons why this side likes this thing and why this side doesn't like this thing. Don't be afraid, bottom line, don't be afraid to reach out. I'm pretty open-minded, and I just want to talk. I want to see the people who are on my side with this, and I want to see the people who aren't, because it's cool. It's just fun to hear each other's sides and opinions. Anyways, subscribe, like, and all that stuff. All that cool stuff, all that fun stuff. And look at the art. I'm sure it came out really nice or whatever. At the time I'm recording this video, I haven't seen the art, so I don't know. I'm sure future me popped off. She did good or whatever, but check out some other videos from me. I'm pretty awesome, and, stick around. That's about it. Bye-bye. Cancel culture. We are cancel culture. Ahoy there, it's us. We are cancel culture. We are stuck where we are, with no life and no car. Cancel culture. We are cancel culture.